Good morning, everybody. Happy February 5th. I'm coming to you from Miami, and so we'll get right to it. So our oil of the week is oregano oil. So I like using the oregano touch. I really love using the touch, especially for oregano, because it's perfectly diluted and then we don't have to be concerned. But it is a hot oil, so just to be aware, I applied it to my wrist points, and I also, applied it to my crown chakra and my zeal point chakra, which is that chakra that's right at the top of your spine, and right before your occiput, there's that little divot, before your the bone of your head starts. So that's called the zeal point chakra, and it's a particularly good spot to put oils. So that's where I was drawn to use the oregano. So oregano is about elevation, getting to our next level. We've been putting in all of this work and release and full moon release, and wow, last week was intense. I've heard from lots of you that you felt that way, and I definitely felt that way. So I feel like this week is lighter, and all of that work that we did last week is really we're gonna get to feel what it feels like to release that energy and then have space to have some new energy in us. So getting to our next level, this will help support us in having patience and getting to, to these places that we so desire to be at. It brings in a higher way of being, and it declutters the energy system, which is really why I'm putting it, on our head and nervous system, to really allow the continuing decluttering of the nervous system, or releasing of things that are no longer serving us. So it's allowing, ultimately a higher alignment with the divine. So that's what we want. Here we are, we're getting it. So our first card, I'm again pulling it from, good morning, from the Kuan Yin deck. It's just that I got to pull it on my phone, so I don't have a card to show you. But this way I could travel with less stuff. So I love having these apps on my phone, these oracle card apps. So anyway, Kuan Yin, we got the nectar of the lotus. And so what this is about helping ourselves before we help others. When we serve, feed, and nurture and care for ourselves, we really are caring for everyone around us. And I know most of us have grown up in a way thinking that that wasn't the case, but it really is the case. And so this is a reminder to take out time for yourself for self-care. And again, this goes perfectly along with, elevating, using our oregano to help us to elevate and help us to really be in more alignment with who we are, with the divine, with our inner purpose and life's purpose. When we take some time out and nurture ourselves, we get way more into connection with ourselves. So there's an endless supply of bliss and love and joy and pleasure, and it's for all of us to be partaking in. And hey, Jean. But if we perceive limitations, it might mean that we need some more support around this, and in seeing that we really don't have limitations. So anyway, we might need some time to adapt, and that's where the patience of the oregano will help. And any perceived limitations in our life can be used as teachers and guidance on our life's journey. And so we've talked about this before, but I'm releasing for you guys. That's great. you know, when we have all kinds of different things happening for us, not to us, but for us, but challenges, it's so easy to just think that it's happening to us when it's really happening for our soul's growth. So to really sit in that, and sometimes when it's overwhelming, it's really hard to connect back in with that truth. And so this is a reminder of that. And good morning, everybody. So when our life force and chi and energy is replenished, we feel more creative, happier. We're more accepting of ourselves and others. We're more able to flow with the divine. We're more able to be in that place where we can be reminded of life's journey, that we're here, we chose to be here, we want to be here, and our life's challenges are meant to elevate us. So how do we do this? Well, we stop. We just stop. We rest. We replenish. We revitalize. We drop into our physical body. Drop into your heart, and especially into your gut area, and maybe even lower than the gut area, that whole trunk portion of our bodies. When you drop into that, like I literally just got the chills, even just dropping in for that 1 second that I closed my eyes. And what happens is that we really get, it's like a GPS system for us, and we really get incredible information in terms of what would be helpful for us in terms of replenishing ourselves. Sometimes people need support with their emotional state, some with their physical, some with their spiritual. So when you drop in, you'll know immediately, like, what do I need more of right now? And what I needed more of was more connection with my children, and so that's why I'm here, and also a slower schedule. And when I'm in Miami, I'm on a little bit of a slower schedule, and it's really helpful and supportive for me to do that. So what parts of you need healing, need connection? Maybe you need time alone. Maybe you need time away from everybody in your life. And I definitely need that too at times. We all need all of these different facets. So when you drop into your body, you start to feel what you need. Do I need time in nature? Do I need time with some sunlight on my face? Do I need time with some fresh air? So please do all of those things. So that's going to help us to reconnect with ourselves. Next card. So I thought it was hilarious. Dolphin, playfulness. Again, you know they all connect. It's amazing. But I thought it was even funnier because I'm in Miami and possibly we'll see some dolphins today or this week. So take time to play. Same thing is what we were just talking about, right? When we do and think too much, we become disconnected from ourselves. Period. When we do and think too much, we become disconnected. And I can't tell you how many people I run into, especially women, who, are like, I'm too busy. I'm too busy to read that book. I'm too busy to take a walk. I'm too busy to do anything for themselves. And I just feel like it's a huge cop-out and a huge excuse and a huge habit of somehow buying into this patriarchal idea that women have to give everything, give it all, and that's somehow how they're going to achieve in life or be fulfilled. And it just doesn't work that way. So be like a dolphin. The best way to integrate all parts of ourselves and to feel whole is through play. So I have a hula hoop in my house that I have to almost trip over. And it's a wonderful reminder to hula hoop in the middle of the living room. And put on some music and just hula hoop. And it's like so awesome and fun, and it also puts your brain waves into theta and it reconnects you. You feel it immediately. So what fun can you do in your day today? And it doesn't have to be big stuff, right? It really doesn't. But anyway, you'll have more clarity and more insight when you go back to thinking after you've played for a time. So see how that feels. Along these same lines, have an attitude of gratitude. We've talked about this before too, and this is a great reminder that we're blessed to be here. We've chosen to be here right now. And even if we are being challenged, that's okay. We are learning, and these are all amazing lessons for us as humans to learn. Every situation and every person that you come into contact with is for your benefit, for my benefit, for our benefit, and our collective benefit. And when we open up to the idea of like, what am I learning from this? What can I learn from this? It really shifts things pretty quickly, and gives you this deeper perspective and takes you out of the the nitty-gritty of the situation. And so when we also start our days and continue our days with gratitude, with just being grateful for everything that passes our path. And so even if we're stuck in traffic, let's say, it's like, wow, well, I'm grateful that I got a couple of extra minutes of breathing. I can breathe a little more. I can put on some music and dance around in the car. You can be grateful for that. It's like, can't do anything about it, so you might as well be grateful for it. Everything is for our benefit. So if we can just tap into that, and by being grateful for everything that passes our path, even when that's challenging, we really can tap in. We also, of course, bring more abundance to us the more, as we continue being grateful for things. It really shifts our perception. So that is where we are at on this gorgeous week of February 5th. And it is wonderful to see all of you. I hope you have, see sort of in an energetic sense. I hope that you all have a beautiful week. And I look forward to connecting back in with all of you amazing souls in 1 week from today. Namaste.